Dropping from Sapphire all the way to Topaz, I'm a very sad player. Hey guys, Show here. Today I wanted to talk about a deck that I have been having fun but not that many success with. You guys need to take this deck with a hint of salt, and if you guys want to make it, you guys might not really want to make it like 40 for 40, maybe just make the big one, the big variant. But this is the deck that I'm working with. I think this is more control than tempo. Of course, currently all Dragoncraft decks, they are running the Marine build, whereby you can basically get to heal with your Lorcas using Neptune's Crest. So that's something going on for Dragon, where you can finally have a ramp and you can try to stabilize your health as well as the board. But I'll go through the list that I've been playing with, and I'll talk through some of the cards that I've included, and why include them, and what are some of the okay-ish matchups and what are the not okay-ish matchups. Right, first things first, the 2-drops, we only have like 2 types of 2-drops actually. I am playing 2 Phylene and 1 Sharada, partially because I don't have a third Phylene. If not, I would always move the Sharada into a Phylene. So Phylene, very good 2-drop. Just playing it as a 2-drop, I think it's still pretty good because it's a 2/2 with Bane, and you evolve, you can deal 1. Overflow is an added benefit whereby we can either increase the cost of our opponent's hand by 1, or just kill all damage foes. I think this is a really good card to have. But if you don't have like multiple copies, just swap it with Sharada. Sharada is more or less pretty decent. It's a war. It's basically a ding dong without the heal, but it's much bigger. So yeah, Mega Loka, I think this card is a given currently because against any aggressive matchups, Mega Loka, you summon a 2/2 Majestic Mega Loka and you basically get to trade into the board. So it's a very good way to stabilize the board, and if we pair this up with Neptune, it's basically an extra 1 heal. Let's go through some of our 3-drops. Our 3-drops is, of course, we are playing Dragon Sign, it's basically Ram. Golden Note for a little bit of heal and draw. And we are playing 2 copies of Grimnir. I initially played this at 3 copy, but I find it a little bit overkill on the 3-drops because at the end of the day, we're just trying to ram into big stuff and trying to control using Burn Knight, Calamity Breath, Twilight Dragon, and Neptune. Seasoned Merman is technically a way for it to control the board itself in a way. So I'm playing a 2 off because there will be instances whereby we just super evolve Punch Face and we can just clear the board. There are occasions like those. Alright, 4-drop wise, we are only playing basically 2 types. We are playing the normal Liu Fang, just ram if you evolve, very normal. And we are playing 2 copies of Fledgling Dragon Slayer. Initially, I did not play Fledgling Dragon Slayer. I played like another different card, like what's it called? I've forgotten the name, but yeah, initially I played a different card, and I find that I kind of need Fledgling Dragon Slayer as a way to also deal with Annangreya, if let's say I can't draw to my Seasoned Merman. So yeah, she's just a good card. Fanfare, like enemy follower, kills it, and you evolve, you get to trade 2 for 1, 1 for 2, so it's pretty good into controlling. So you can realize the cards that I'm playing in the early game is just to control. Oh, I just realized my 4-drop, I'm playing a Draconic Berserker. Why? The stat line is really amazing. For a 4-play point, you get a 4/5, really, really strong, really, really tanky. If you evolve this, you get to deal 4 to an enemy follower, and basically it becomes a 6/7, and you can trade it, and it's still pretty healthy. So I'm just playing a 2 off. 5-drop, we are only playing the Seasoned Merman because I think this card is amazing. On normal itself, you are basically a 5/3, summon 2 Majestic Mega Lorca, basically 2 rush, 2 2s. So if you evolve this, it becomes a 5/5 and you summon an extra 1. So in terms of stat line, it's basically a 5 play point for 11 stat lines, and it's better, ironically, than Zirconia. This is like the way to deal with Zirconia. Not if I'm looking into this specifically, it's like this is how you deal with Zirconia as Dragoncraft. You can just train everything, and Zirconia plays like, what the heck, man. Or this also deals into no, it technically doesn't deal into Luminous Magus, but yeah, very strong card, help us stabilize. This card can also be a heal card for us if we ever have Neptune set up, the Neptune Crest setup. So yeah, 6-drop wise, we are playing 2 Fortes. Initially, I played 3 Fortes and 0 Odins. If you guys are wondering why that's an Odin, because I always find that it's very hard for me to close out games, or sometimes there's a ward in my way, and I'm like, dude, I can't get through the ward. So yeah, Forte, that's a good card. It's a finisher. I don't think there's much thing I can say. Intimidate, people can't punch. Storm, if you evo this, it hits for 7. You mega this, it hits for 8. It sets up almost lethal most of the time, but it's very hard to close up games. And we're playing one of Calamity Breath just to control the board, but more often than not, I rarely use a Calamity Breath as a standalone. Rather, I use Burn Knight to throw it a Calamity Breath. Sometimes, yeah, so it's give or take depending on how you want to play. But we're playing a little bit control-ish. Early game, control the board. Late game, control the board. Then try to win games with Forte, All-In, and Genesis. But yeah, 7 drops. We have pectorals of 7 drops. The first one, I think the unique one is Odin, the Twilight Fate. Odin, I think as a card is really good, because number one, it gets rid of a card, so it's a bit control-ish. It's just banish. So this is technically one of the ways that we can deal with Wilbert even without needing to deal with the babies that Wilbert summons. And not to mention, it's a 4 mana it's a 7 play point for 2. You can technically just straight punch for face. If you evolve this, well, you're punching for 6. But more often than not, we are using this just to clear a board and just chip them down. That's the idea. But mainly for removal, single target removal, because our deck has good AoE removals like Burn Knight, Twilight. Okay, we have one more Fetch and Dragon Slayer, but we have mainly AoEs, and single target AoEs, like we kind of want to use Odin instead. Okay, and the other second drop is Burn Knight. I think Burn Knight is self-explanatory. Throw a card, burn, Mega Evolve, you deal 1 to the opponent. And Neptune is a card that I really like for Dragoncraft, and I feel this card is the card that Dragoncraft kind of needs just to stabilize. Like, you're always ramping into something, but the moment by the time you try to ramp into like a certain threshold, you are already dead by that time. So having Neptune, it's a ward. You Mega Evolve this, you Super Evolve this, you get 2 more copies, and you're basically healing for 4 with a single card, and you get to kill the board. Neptune is really good. I'm just gonna say this. She's a really good card. We're playing a 3-off, and we play 3 Burn Knights. Alright, next off, we are playing, for our 8 cost, we are playing Garyu. Why am I playing Garyu? It's just because it is a sticky, it is just a sticky board. You know, if you manage to ram, and we don't even need to super evolve, we can just use the Supreme Silver Dragon, trade in something, and all of a sudden, we have a 5-5, and we have a 4-5 on the board, which they need to use their resources to clear our board. If they use, okay, then we try to slap it again. If not, we go into Genesis Dragon or Twilight Dragon. And, okay, our last 2 cards is basically Twilight Dragon, you know, self-explanatory, the strongest control card currently. Sorry, shouldn't say currently. The strongest control card is actually Vessel, but Twilight Dragon, one of the best control cards, is just straight -9. So evolve, you draw 3, get to replenish your hand. Genesis Dragon, we play a 2-off, is just Storm. This deck is the deck that I've been playing with. Again, I just said this in the beginning of the video, and I'll say it again. I don't think this is the best version of like tempo-ish control, partially because of how the meta is right now. This deck will lose to Rune. I will say that. If you can't like chip them down in the early game and you can't control the board, you just lose to Rune. Either Earth Rune or even Spell Boost. You just lose. There's no way talking about it, because the eventuality of Rune is much stronger than our eventuality. They can build a board, and if we can't deal with them, and they will definitely chip us down. And if we can't deal with them, we just lose. Even though, yes, we have RAM, yes, we have heals, yes, we can drag the game, but our closing cards, we only have 5 closing cards only. And we're a 40 card deck with very minimal draw. We have draw from Golden Node, as well as maybe one-time Twilight, so we are drawing like what? Of course, yes, this Mega Loka does draw if it's an overflow, but still, it's not enough to deal with Rune. So Rune, the eventuality, we will lose. I would say that we will lose eventually. It's not going to Rune. Haven, it is going to Haven. When I was playing this deck and tested out against a lot of Ward Haven, we are pretty good. Against Storm Haven, we are decent as well. Against Abyss, it is a very grindy matchup. Storm Abyss, we are fine as long as we can draw into Neptunes, Season Merman, we can stabilize the board, we are good. After that, let me think. Sword, I haven't been playing a lot of Sword. I haven't been seeing a lot of Sword, maybe because I dropped the Topaz and I can't see any Sword, but who knows. But Sword, I think it will be a very close matchup because I am a control-ish board. I'm a control-ish deck, and Sword these days, the way at least I see how the decks are moving, it's more towards mid-rangey. So maybe we are slightly better. Maybe, who knows? I haven't been able to test a lot of Sword. Dragon, yes, if we are against the big dragon, most likely we lose if we can't aggro them down. Simple as that. The big dragon has way too much value. They just chain Twilight Dragon to Twilight Dragons and we just lose. Unless we are able to chip them down and we can close games out with Odin or Genesis Dragon. Either or this. If not, we just lose. I feel that's like very 50-50 against the big dragon. big dragon. I'm not sure what to call it, like the mega chicken. I don't know, but yeah, that deck. Against puppets, I think it's 50-50 again. I don't think we're that favored. I mean, I think we are slightly favored. Against artifact, I think we are favored. We just need to build tall dudes, and if they do not have what's the card called? The card that instantly kills a follower. I forgot that. Bullet from Beyond. I guess that's the card. If they don't have that, we technically win. If we make a white tick board using Garyu, most likely we will force Super Evolve. So that is the thing going on for this deck. Forest, Roach, I think we just lose. You know, Roach is just too good, but who knows? Roach is like 50-50. It depends on the player more so than the deck. It's more so than the deck. So yeah. Did I cover anything? Earthright Rune, I think we are not that favored as well. Did I talk about Earthright Rune? Yeah, if I didn't, it's not that favored. But yeah, this is the deck. It's a QR code. Sorry about that. You guys should have seen the QR code. The deck, try it out. By all means, I don't think this is a decent deck, you know. But this is a deck that I've been having fun with. At the end of the day, it's not really so much about winning. Of course, winning does feel good, but it's more so about me playing a deck that I feel happy with. And currently, I'm having fun with this deck, though I'm in Topaz. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys do enjoy the video, and let's go to some of the games just to see how well I play. Okay, I lost 5 in a row before this, and I'm just gonna hold this card. I assume it's aggro, and I'm just gonna deal with the aggro. Simple as that. This hand is to deal with aggro. Let's hope you're aggro. I lost 5 in a row, guys, before hopefully I can get a win. Okay. There's control. My hand is okay. I just need to start drawing to things. Okay, it's freaking control. That's not fun. Control is not fun. Then you have the 2/2 that sticks on the board now. Then like Merman to clear the 2/2s. Punch 2 to face. But I'm using a lot of resources. Not a big fan of that. I think I have no choice. No more ramp. A little bit sad. Okay, alright. I don't mind this one. Okay, so if he's playing this, yeah, I'm just gonna play green here. Green, I think is decent here. Okay, so there's my Twilight. Aragavi clears. Can Evo now, but do I want to Evo? Do they have tall creatures? Let me think. Usually they don't have tall creatures, right? Let me think. Who is their tallest? Medusa is technically a tall one. If I season Merman into double trade, this is another Argavi coming. Although I just flashling away, leaves a 2/2, but there's no pressure. Next turn I can technically fashion into Golden Melody, so I think Merman is technically still the way. Just leave a 3/3, I guess. Don't burn the Evo yet. I think this will be a grindy matchup. Mino does clear. Skelly Boy. And I guess Golden Note first to Flashling. Weird Flashling, but you know, doesn't matter. Just play off tempo. No evils was used. His hand is big. My hand is somewhat alright. Got the Twilight for removal. Got Burn Knights. Sharon. It's an okay hand for him. I guess I just Burn Knight away the Calamity. I just punch. Then I have Twilight into Twilight into Twilight. Need to draw into my win cons. Hopefully I draw into them. Kero-chan. He decided to go for the deck. Okay, he's going 50-50. Alright. Is this the Dude, we're back to full health. Okay, alright, grindy matchup. But at the very least, I didn't use any super evolves. At the very least. Wow, triple Twilight. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Twilight number 1. Twilight number uno duno. I know he still has his Minos, he has his a lot of Bane, so I think that is still fine. Again, this is going to be a very grindy matchup. Let's see how the game goes. Everyone's very healthy. He only uses soup. I have not even used a single soup yet. One soup is definitely for Neptune. And the other is potentially Twilight, like I mentioned. So I might need to start playing my Neptunes now. But Neptunes is technically good, in only if I need a healing. If I have Burn Knight, technically it's good, but I still need to draw 3 after this. But yeah, I mean... Let's see, can they deal with the 9-9? I hope I kind of want to draw into the... Okay, that does nothing. That really does nothing. Oh, that really does nothing. Is he gonna pop those two? Okay. He did burn his second super, which I'm a little bit happy. I think this is Neptune, right? Neptune super evolve, get back, go back to full health, deal with the board still, and have a 8-8, have an 8-8. Yeah, I think that's the play. Let's just deal with the board, because the board is annoying. And we can technically buff the board with Cerberus-chan. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I keep on forgetting about Grimnir. Every single time I forgot about Grimnir. Every single time. Do I just Garyu here? Like for the fun? Because I can trade. Rotting Zombie. I think I'm... Skellies. Get rid of Skelly. Draw 2. What do I do here? I don't need the heal. Don't need to use Twilight Dragon still. Do I just Garyu? Garyu 4-4 clears the 4-4. I mean, I'm trading away, but I still have a board. So yeah, I think Garyu's the way. My Twilight Dragon is just too good to not too good to just hold on it. Technically I could just Forte still, now I think about it. Technically I could Forte. Forte evolve 8 to face 11. If I draw lethal I win. Yeah, I should have maybe Forte. Forte into Grimnir seems pretty good. Yeah, Forte into Grimnir seems pretty good. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have done that. If you guys if you guys see any ruffling sound, I'm just like shuffling my cards behind my microphone. Sorry about that. I've been doing that a lot recently. As I play the game. Yeah, I think I should have evolved Forte. Okay, Medusa is the way he can clear. So I'm a little bit sad that maybe I should have done that play. Because yeah, I'm a little bit sad. I should have done that play. Now Twilight Dragon is like this. It's not that effective now, Twilight Dragon. How many Medusas was that? Is that the first Medusa? That's the first Medusa. I do want to draw into my Grimnirs, right? I do leave behind a 4-4, but I'm not that worried about the 4-4, in all honesty. Yeah, it's still evil, just to draw 3 right now. Just super evil, just to draw 3, and technically get to clear 1. Yeah, that's my Genesis Dragon. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad. I should have maybe just do the Forte in the Grimnir play. I think that would have been a slightly better play. A little bit sad that I should have done that. Eight mana. Still not in lethal. 1 soup. Okay. Oh wow, okay. I guess, I mean, just Genesis, I guess. Should I evolve the Genesis? I think I misplayed. Should I evolve the Genesis? Then I would have been lethal with Forte. I'm doing a lot of misplays these days, guys. Should I evolve? No reason for me not to evolve. No reason for me not to evolve. No reason for me not to. should evolve. Then it's lethal here. If he doesn't have a ward. If you have a ward, the Call of Mega Locust will just clear the board. What do you think? If I punch him at 11. Yeah, almost lethal. But the heal 2 is annoying. But he doesn't have any evil points left. Guess Burn Knight is the way. Okay, he kills that technically. Hold on. Am I that worried right now? Not really. Guess I just do this. Double Forte wins me the game. I guess that's the way to win. Technically, he could still recover, now that I think about it. He could still recover using the Yuzuki. Yeah, Yuzuki technically clears the board and he does heal. Yeah, Yuzuki is annoying. Okay, no Yuzuki from the looks of it. No play point for Yuzuki. Aragavi is not a win con, unfortunately. Yeah, then that is game. Made too many misplays here and there, but finally got a dub. Finally got a dub. By the way guys, just to keep you guys as tag, as I was trying this deck, I went down to Emerald. So yeah, guys, I'm back to Emerald. Back to the starting point of the game. But yeah. Oh gosh, I've been testing way too many decks. And I finally got my way up back here. Alright. Portalcraft. To stabilize the board into drawing my Twilights. No Twilights, I will lose. Keep one of the Seasoned Merman, keep the Dragon Sign, and I think this hand is alright. Turn 3 Dragon, turn 4 Fletch, or turn 3 Dragon into Seasoned Merman. Either way, you know, let's see how it goes. Artifact, don't really think it's in a good spot. I can just... Oh, now I really want to hard like Dragon Sign non-stop. But the question is, should I? You know, that's the debate. I am at 5. Seasoned Merman is, I think, a good play right now. Don't want to get 3 to face though, that's the thing. Don't really want to get 3 to face. Seasoned Merman, double trade into the 3 doesn't sound good. Seasoned Merman. Flashling deal to 3, leave a 2/2 on the board. Next turn 6, can't do much. Dragon Sign, get 5 to no, get a lot to my face, so I have to deal with the board regardless. Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of this. He might just play 1 removal, just get rid of it, but I think it's fine. Like the Stream of Life, get rid of the 2/2, and then summon something, and then punch me in the face. I could be down to 14 this turn. or basically 12. Ancient Capital basically means that the beta is almost out. Is it? Okay, so he's just keeping that for some fancy stuff next turn. Flight of Icarus. Is he gonna evolve and then punch 4 to my face? No, he doesn't. No, he holds the evolve. Okay, you hold the evolve. You hold the evolve. Do I just Forte punch face? Do I ever just Forte punch face? No, right? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Yeah, let's Forte Evo punch face. Yeah, let's Forte Evo punch face. I like this plan. like this plan much better. I mean, it's a 2-2 on the board. I don't need to clear it. I can clear it next turn with Burn Knight. I ideally wanted to evo the Burn Knight so that I can start taking him down so that Genesis Dragon can finish him, and this forces him to play Alpha. Again, like I mentioned, I want to mention this as many times as possible. This deck is not a good deck. Alright guys, I lost 5 games in a row before I start winning. And I might just lose this game. Okay, maybe because the way of how I played, that means I need to play way more games. But you know, I'm having fun in this deck like I mentioned. And sorry for the ruffling sound, you know, I am shuffling cards. But I think the second deck that I really want to play is either the Big Dragon, since I have most of the Dragon components. And I really want to play the other card. The other is like Puppet Craft. I mean, sorry, Artifact. I feel Artifact is really fun to play. The way how I see Artifact works, especially I opened 2 Karulas. I'm like, damn, 2 Karulas. It seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Right. Ooh, I almost got the Garyu out. What do I do here? Can't Garyu. That's the unfortunate thing. I might just need to. I want to use the Burn Knight to Super Evo the Burn Knight, so that I can take him down. Or Garyu. I think Garyu is much slightly better to Super Evo, which means this turn is a Seasoned Merman turn. And the question is, how do I trade this? I put myself at 1, leaving everything at 2-2-2. How do I trade 2s, leaving myself at 7? Either way, I'm at 7 with 4 bodies, or I will prefer to have a 5-2. I think I prefer that 5-2, right? Force and Evil. Have a board. Next turn, Garyu. Into Burn Knight. Into Genesis. And that is the game plan. Unless he heals up with Alpha, which my game plan has to change, unfortunately. But let's see. Either way, it's Garyu next turn. Oh no, potentially Burn Knight. No, Garyu. It could be Garyu into Super Evolve Burn Knight just to start taking him down for Genesis Dragon. There is a potential, but he did Super Evolve into the 5-6, which is telling me that his hand is pretty bad. 5-2, he's gonna clear everything from the looks of it. Hit him down to 4. I mean, hit him down to 9. Have 1 more Super Evo. He'll definitely have a ward. Does this guy just die at the end of the turn? Let me check. Fire Icarus. Let's withdraw 1 card. Yeah, okay. He's overdrawing by 1, which I don't mind. Right, let's Super Evo. 1 strike fatality. 8. Right, so he overdraw by 1. I'm not sure why he burns. Now the question is the Burn Knight, right? Now the only question is the Burn Knight. Do I ever Super Evo the Burn Knight just to start taking him down for Forte and also Odin? Maybe. But who knows? But let's see, can he clear the board first? Can he clear this board? He definitely need to burn a Super Evo. Part of me wants to draw into Genesis, because Genesis is my out. But let's see. Might just need to Super Evo the Burn Knight, just to take him, so that it kinda deals with... Alpha technically doesn't save him here. He needs a ward, which he needs a ward for sure. But either way, I can't finish him next turn yet, so unless I draw into my Forte. Orcus Super Evo. To clear the board. That's something that I'm happy to see. So just 3 to face, no Orcus. Burn Knight the Burn Knight. Nah, I can just Burn Knight. Burn Knight the Dragon Sign. Super Evo. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Right. Yeah, I think, okay, Burn Knight the... I think in this case it's Grimnir. my super evil. Start taking him down. This does deal 2 to his face. He's down to 5 and down to 6. And if I have Odin, I win. That is if I don't lose this time. No Neptune. Both of us are at 6. Can I have cleared that using Seasoned Merman while being able to ramp? Nah, I don't need the ramp anymore, that's the thing. And I don't use 2 cards. I'd rather keep the Seasoned Merman in the hand so that I can Neptune the Seasoned Merman if the game drags a little bit too long. It's a 10-10, he has an Evo, he's definitely gonna trade. Sylvia heals 4. Nope, take that back. Heals 3. Is there a ward? If not, Genesis just seals the deal, dude. Genesis seals the deal. Actually, the Vernite burns matter. Right. Okay, can we win against Havencraft? Can we win against Haven? Against Haven, it's tricky because we need to have removal upon removals. So Grimnir, we do need a little bit of early game. So this hand is not bad as an early game hand. In a way. Prefer to have a removal. So either one of these two. So I'd rather take away Neptune and hold over Knight. Because if this is Ward Haven, then I would really prefer to have something. I mean, I prefer not to have the Neptune. But the problem is I don't have ramp. Maybe I should just search for my ramp. And he has nothing in his hand too, so that's... Oh wait, let's ramp. Take that back. I have ramp. So both of us did nothing in the first 3 turns. So he Grimnirs. That's good for you. And I Grimnir too. Next turn, Draconic Berserker to trade into some stuff. But I need to get ready for the Wilbert turn at 6. Ow. Divine Guard is low-key good though. I think it's low-key is a decent card. But you don't play like 3-offs, maybe you play like... Why he didn't... Dude, you didn't train to me. Dude. I don't know what I do here. I think I just evolve and have a big boy on the board. Wilbert is... Wilbert does technically. Oh, he doesn't have Wilbert yet. Next time I'm at 6. So it's a Seasoned Merman. Oh my gosh, your hand must be stacked. And I am afraid. Alright, you know what? Use your Holy Grail. I dare you. Use your Holy Grail. Do it. Okay, Sapphire technically works still, but... Scheiße. But Sapphire doesn't feel good. You're trading your Sapphire into my 6-4. Okay, never mind. You have a second copy. 7 mana. What do I do here? 7 mana. He does use his Sapphire already. I guess in this scenario, that's just Neptune. I think I'll just soup. Force him to use his removals. Then next turn, I only have 1 Twilight, so I need to be a little bit sparingly with my resources on my hand resources. The super is designed for Twilight Dragon. Most likely this might be a Gario. Okay, he Wilberts, but Wilbert doesn't do much here. He evolved, that means my 2/2s will stay alive. Divine Guard. It's random, right? Okay, it's random. Whew. Whew. Okay, doesn't feel good. Does not feel good. Okay, alright. Okay, this is insanely good for me now. Alright, how do I deal with this? I think I can afford to do this. Or do I Gario? Nah, I don't Gario. Or do I Gario? Gario evolve. Loki. He has 2 super evolves left, but I don't want to burn. His hand must be really stacked. Okay, I got 1 removal, 2 removal, 3 removals. I have 3 removals. So I think I'm fine. I have 3 removals in hand. Gario, Bernite, Twilight. No, I got Burn Knight and Twilight, and my Twilight could get me another Twilight. So maybe things will be just fine. Alright, Aether. That's where the Twilight comes into play. Because how big are you? You're a 9. Okay, you are very big. Okay, everyone is very big now. Ow. The Knight does clear. But I have to sacrifice a Genesis Dragon, which I don't wanna. So, I would rather... But there's no barrier here. Burn Knight away the Garyu. Super Evolve the Burn Knight. Start burning him. 7 to face. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that, right? Dragon Sign for card draw. In a way. Or do I Twilight Dragon? I don't want a Twilight Dragon yet, that's the thing. But if I Super Evolve the Burn Knight, it doesn't feel good still. My only worry is just the barrier. I'm just worried about the barrier only. But I think I have to draw into more Twilights, no matter how I look at it. Yeah, I have to draw into more Twilights. I have to draw into more Twilights. It will be a grinding matchup. It will be a very grinding matchup. Yeah, I just gotta do that. And I did draw into one Twilight, and I got a Burn Knight still. So yeah, that's pretty good. Draw into some pretty decent stuff. So Burn Knight, Dragon Sign is technically a decent combo because I get to draw one next turn. But yeah, let's see. Unholy Vessel doesn't win him the game though. So yeah, I think a single Genesis is Game-o. Game-o. Epunk. Right, I think that's enough games for you guys to see. Alright guys, so what do you think of the deck? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? In my personal opinion, I think the deck is alright. I think it's more of a skill, of a player skill issue. It does, maybe what it's lacking is maybe it needs a second Odin just to be consistent, just to be more consistent, because we can ramp, and we need things to clear on the board of the game. Maybe 3 Burn Knights is an overkill since we don't have that much draw, and Twilight is always good to have, so that's good. Garyu is occasionally good just to make sure the board is like there. But overall, you guys can see, I dropped in the beginning, I dropped all the way to Emerald, who kind of start winning games, but then again, when I'm against actual play, like people who know how to play the game, like against this deck, I am struggling. So you guys can be the judge of is it good or is it bad. I do not know what to call this deck. I call it Tempo ? Control ? But you guys be the judge of it. You guys can try it out if you guys want to. But again, I would definitely say a big TLDR. It's not that good of a deck, and be prepared to lose games. Maybe it's just because the meta is still not there and I can't find the perfect cards for like perfect curves. Either way, I'm just making excuses and I'm coping. So yeah, hope you guys do enjoy the video. Please leave a thumbs up, and you guys want to see me tilt more, subscribe, and I will post more videos. See you guys. Bye.